How's everybody doing here? Matt with J-Town Outdoors doing another video for you today on car winter preparedness. It is just after Christmas. I hope everyone had a great Christmas and we're coming upon New Year's. And that being said, the winter is here. Looking at the forecast, it looks like we got some snow, ice, and sleet coming along here for the Midwest, and time to put the winter preparedness gear in the car. So I want to talk to you about how I prepared all my gear for this year. I changed it up a little bit from what I've done in previous years, so I definitely want to talk to you about it. I have new containers that I picked up from Home Depot, the Plano utility storage container. One for myself and one for my fiance, and I have a little bit of different items in each. So I want to kind of go through. Some of the items overlap, actually most of them do, but based on skill level and what the person that's carrying this equipment knows how to do, it's basically what's best to tailor your equipment to. So my equipment is a little bit different. I travel more on the highway. I spend, about 2 hours a day max on the highway as compared to my fiance, who right now is currently working from home and only travels to the grocery store and to see her family, which is very close by. So not long trips for her versus my time. I could be stuck on the highway for hours if inclement weather shows up and some bad accidents happen or my car breaks down or whatever that is. I need to be a little bit more prepared and have a little bit more at my fingertips to use compared to her, who she's most likely just going to be waiting for me or someone else to come help her out, and she could get home rather quickly versus myself, who could take hours. So want to go through the difference between the two boxes and add a few other items that don't fit in these boxes that you should definitely have in your car for the winter. Before you start going in and adding in comments that I missed certain items, this kit is not all-inclusive. It's just to supplement what we already keep in our cars, our normal everyday toolkit and emergency kits that we keep in our cars for when an emergency might happen. This is just strictly for the season of winter and to help in an instance where you might become stranded or have a vehicle issue in the winter time. And really, it's just extra weight if you're going to be carrying it around all year long. So highly recommend only putting this stuff in your vehicle in the winter. Let's get started. We'll start off with what's in my kit, which, like I said, is a little bit different than hers. So normally I carry everything I used to carry it in like one of those Husky containers that has the yellow lid from Home Depot. Big, bulky, takes up a lot of room in your trunk. If you go grocery shopping or just shopping in general around the holiday season, don't have a lot of room to do that with all that in the car. So I found these utility storage containers. I think they're newer to Home Depot. I have not seen them there before. I frequent Home Depot, so unless they're just newer to my Home Depot. But they're by Plano. They're made in the USA. They're strong, rugged. You could definitely stand on top of them. Waterproof, so that's wonderful. And they keep your stuff dry. You can lock them and use them for multiple purposes if you need to. They come with dividers. I took them out to fit everything. So let's get going. Some de-icing fluid, definitely need that if your car gets iced up and you're having a hard time scraping it off or just want to be lazy. It's important to have. I got some basically like those ice cleats here to put on your boots should you need to walk over some icy conditions. Good pair of leather gloves that are water resistant. Waterproof would be great, but I've yet to find a really good pair of waterproof gloves that are insulated and give you still dexterity to work and do things that you need to do with your vehicle. So these are by Wells Lamont. I picked these up from Menards. They have 3M Thinsulate in them, and they are a Hydra Hide glove. Wonderful gloves. I do keep an extra stocking cap full of some goodies in here. 50-cent stocking cap from Menards. Goes over what I already have and will just give me some visibility if I'm working on the side of the road on a vehicle or I'm trying to dig myself out. But it'll also help keep my hat that I normally wear all the time dry. 2 simple fire starting solutions in here. A little fire starting mini log, extreme start. You just light the bag. And then some waterproof Uco matches, waterproof stormproof matches. Some on-the-go tissue because usually you have to use the bathroom when you're driving and you get stuck on the side of the road, and that'll come in handy. Some lock De-Icer. I carry some electrolyte tabs. These are great because usually I only carry a little bit of water with me. Water freezes in the car, so the bottle I leave work with or leave home with, should I get stuck, the metal light there will go a longer distance and help keep my body hydrated. Keep a black diamond headlamp with an extra set of batteries. Hands-free light is important when you're working in any condition where it's slick, you might fall, you might trip. There's the hat. I keep a little stove, a little butane stove and fuel in there. A emergency sleeping bag, Bivvy. This is high-vis orange with the reflective underneath. You pair that up with an extra fleece blanket on top of whatever other clothing you have, or if your clothing you do have gets wet, reflect your body heat. Try to keep yourself warm. Two very important things in the winter time. Hypothermia can get you quick. An extra pair of like fleece gloves here. These are just good for if these get wet, your hands get cold. You can throw some hand warmers in these and keep your hands warm. Mainly just to hold the hand warmer against your hand. A bunch of hand warmers because when it's really damn cold outside and you need them, you can stuff these all over the place and keep your body warm. Again, super important. I carry a Mountain House Adventure meal. This is the turkey dinner, homestyle turkey dinner. This is an emergency meal only. I don't frequently eat that, but it's an appetizing one that'll get me by in a pinch. The Stanley Camp Series little traveling mug set and stainless steel cup to heat up some water or snow to actually get me to be able to eat that meal or also to drink water. Keep a chem light. This is good. You can twirl it around on the string. You break it, it's red. Twirl it on the string, get somebody's attention. Spoon for eating that meal, and then 50 foot of rope. You could get crazy with it and go with the 100-footer if you want. I carry the 50-footer, just it fits in this box. This is reflective and it floats. If you have a neighborhood or you drive by where there's ponds where people could be ice fishing, it's good to carry that. Or you do ice fishing yourself, it's good to carry that. Should somebody fall in the water, 50 foot could get you there. It might be too short, but it's worth a shot. You can try it. All right, now this is my fiance's kit. It's a little bit slimmed down compared to mine, but it's got the essentials to keep her going in the emergency situation. De-Icer again. Look for this stuff at Walmart after the winter season and spring. They sell for like $1.50 a can compared to $5 a can. It's that's the best way to get it. Extra pair of insulated water-resistant gloves. Again, a bunch of hand warmers. Emergency Bivvy paired with a fleece blanket. Again, green hat, extra pair of gloves in the hat for her. Got locked De-Icer, headlamp with batteries. Electrolyte tablets. Thing of rope again. The chem light, and then a glass breaker seatbelt cutter for her. I keep my glass breaker and seatbelt cutter on my visor, so that's an extra one for her in case she needs it. And that all fits nicely in there. The last few things that I carry that aren't able to fit in this is a expandable little shovel here. This will just help dig you out a little bit, right? It's plastic. It's not the best for chipping at ice, but for snow, if you get some packed behind your wheels, you can't get traction. This will help you get going. Harbor Freight usually has these on sale. You can get a coupon to get these for like $3. It's a big moving blanket. It's like 6 feet by 5 feet. It'll keep you warm. You can throw it on the ground if you need to look under your car to keep your body dry. So there's a couple different uses you can use with this. And then a jug of the windshield washer fluid. If you travel a lot on the highway, you know how quickly after they salt, you can go through a gallon of this on one trip. So keep some of that extra, because if you're driving to work, you run out, you definitely want some for the commute home. And finally, keep a backpack with some extra clothes. In here, I got a flannel, a thermal, jeans, socks, underwear, extra hand warmers. I got Under Armour, the cheapo, like, Marshall's TJ Maxx $12 one, Under Armour in there, extra stocking cap, extra gloves. Just an old backpack that you don't use anymore. Grab it, stuff it full to the brim of extra clothes. they could come in handy for a friend, a family member, yourself. Like I said, it does not take long to get hypothermia, and your body needs to stay warm to survive. So that's the most important thing, is even if all else fails, you got all this extra clothes that you can throw on your body underneath your jacket. If you can fit a hoodie in there or a sweatshirt, do it. The thicker, the heavier layer, the better, to keep yourself warm, or at least to get yourself a clean pair of dry clothes should you get wet from whatever you're doing. So Winter Preparedness 2020 going into 2021. That's what's in my car. It's just a small amount of extra stuff, but it could go a long way to save your butt if you get stuck in a tough situation. If there's anything else that's important that you think you guys think that I missed, please comment below. If you like this video and want to see some more stuff, please also give it a thumbs up and subscribe for future content, and we'll catch you on the next one.